Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today we're going to be doing a haul for you guys. So Vinegar Syndrome recently had its summer 2024 subscriber week, like halfway to subscriber week. I don't know the specifics of what it was, but it was their summer subscriber week for anybody who wanted to become a subscriber for the rest of the year. I did not do that. It's a lot of money to put up front for potentially things that you're not very interested in. As part of the subscriber week, they had a sale every day where, I don't know, 10 to 15 items were on sale for specific days, and they were at drastically reduced prices, even cheaper than many of the Black Friday sales, stuff like that. So I decided to pick up quite a few things. I don't know or remember how many I specifically picked up, but I will show you kind of a little sneak peek, and we'll get right on into this. So I'll start off with this bundle, which is just like standard Blu-rays, things that have already sold out their limited editions, and all they have is the standard Blu-ray. So we've got All American. This is a movie with Christopher Walken in it. I don't really know anybody else, and I doubt I have seen any of these movies, to be honest. But that's what the sale is for. I believe standard Blu-rays were like, I want to say $10 to $13. Don't quote me, but that's what I want to say. This one I know was $20. This is Deadly Games Dial Code Santa Claus, and this is a 4K. I've heard good things about this movie, never gotten around to watching it, but now I've got it on 4K, so I can definitely give it a shot now. Then we have this, which is from the Partner line. This is from the Partner Factory 25, and this is the Full Moon Trilogy. So there's 3 movies in here, one called Silver Bullets, Art History, and The Zone. Now, I don't really know a ton about this, but usually during these sales, what I'll end up doing is I'll go through the items that they have for sale. I'll literally do a new tab for every item, and then I'll read the description of what the movie is about. I'll look at the photos that they have of the stills from the movie, and if it looks like something that's going to be interesting to me, then I will pick it up, and if it doesn't, then I won't pick it up. So that's how I picked up most of these. Then we have Undead. This is from Umbrella Entertainment, so this is another partner label. And this is out of Australia, so this one's pretty interesting. I thought that the pictures looked pretty like they might be something that I'd be interested in, so I was like, you know what, we'll pick this up and check it out. And then we've got Rebels of the Neon God. Another thing that I do is, if it looks interesting, but it's something like Rebels of the Neon God that I'm not very familiar with, I will check on Letterboxd. I'll see what the Letterboxd score is. And if it's above like 3 stars out of 5, then I will say, you know what, I'll take a chance on it. Because most of my scores that I give on stuff from Letterboxd is above a 3. So if regular people are scoring a 3, then I'll probably like it. Alright, so then we have our next stack. These are all slipcover movies. The first one we have is Goodbye 20th Century. This, looking at this slipcover, I don't remember anything what this movie is about. It looks very interesting. So it's dystopian, from 1999, and this is a Vinegar Syndrome title, so it's supposed to be about a post-apocalyptic thing. It does look interesting, specifically, like there's a random Santa Claus right here. So we'll see what this is. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Mad Max. So look forward to checking that one out. Then we have another partner label. This is called Utopia, or from Utopia. And this is called Jane by Charlotte. And this is from Charlotte Gainsborough, who, if you're unfamiliar, is somebody who works with Gaspar Noé quite a bit. And this is a film that she did about her mother, and I thought that this seemed kind of interesting for a documentary, and a lot of people really seem to enjoy it, so I was like, you know what, I'll pick this one up. I believe that it was maybe $13 to $15. We also have, which I don't think I realized this to begin with, but this is Edgar Allan Poe's Buried Alive, which I don't think I knew it was Edgar Allan Poe. Pretty much got the same image here. This is also a Vinegar Syndrome release, and this has Donald Pleasance and Robert Carradine in it, and I thought that the pictures on this looked kind of interesting. Also checked this one up on the Letterboxd, and it had some pretty decent reviews, so I was like, you know what, definitely check that one out as well. And the last one that we have in this stack was the Icemans Comet. Got the same little thing, but this one did seem pretty interesting. Supposedly it's like a dual narrative. So one takes place in like an ancient time, and then the other one takes place in like supposedly modern day, or whenever this movie was made, 1989. And I think that that sounded interesting. Also, I thought that the pictures looked kind of interesting. So, you know, I was like, let's check this one out. Then we got our next stack. So the first one we have is from Factory 25 as well. And this is Uncle Kent 2. I honestly don't know if there is an Uncle Kent 1, but it did seem very interesting. So clearly this is like a parody of the cover for the movie Heat. But what really got me interested in this is supposedly this guy who made this movie was the writer of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the very first one. So that really got me interested in this. And then it also says on the back, and it said it on the webpage, that this is the Gremlins 2 of indie sequels. And that also really piqued my fancy. I love Gremlins 2, so I was like, if this is anything like Gremlins 2, I am interested. So figured I would check that one out. Then we have Hypochondriac. This is one that I've been wanting to see for a while. And kind of like this character right here reminds me a little bit of Donnie Darko. And so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I believe that this is from XYZ Films, and I don't know a ton about this. I do believe that there is a queer undertone to this, or overtone, I'm not sure which, but I definitely do look forward to checking that one out. Then we have Villains. This is one that I've wanted for quite a while too. This is from the partner label Gunpowder and Sky. So we've got this, which is clearly a take off of American Gothic, that painting. And one of the things that interested me with this movie is that it stars Bill Skarsgård and Michael Monroe, and it also has Kira Sedgwick in it. And I was like, you know, this looks interesting. And I am a fan of all of those actors, minus maybe Kira Sedgwick. I'm not a big fan of hers, but I definitely like Michael Monroe, and I definitely like Bill Skarsgård. Then we have like a more luxe version. I don't know the specific like sub-label that this comes from. It is a Vinegar Syndrome title, but it's more luxe than a normal one. So this is Killer Condom. Comes in a nice like hard cover, and then on the inside is a slip cover. And then you've got the movie itself. This is a movie from 1996. I believe this comes from Germany. So I was looking at the pictures, and it does look kind of like wonky, but I do think that it looks interesting. So I thought I'd pick it up. I do enjoy some foreign films, so I always welcome bringing foreign films into my collection. Then we have our last stack of movies. So this first one that I have is a JSA release, and this is Red Surf. JSA releases are numbered and limited to 5,000 releases, and so this one is 4,499, so pretty close to 5,000. And that's interesting. It's an upside down. But this looked like an interesting movie. Not sure if I was super into the plot synopsis of this, but I thought it was interesting because it has George Clooney in it, which I thought was very interesting. And also from the back, it looks like there is Gene Simmons from Kiss is in this, so I was like, you know, let's give it a shot. Why not? Then this is another movie that I have been looking at on Vinegar Syndrome for a while, and definitely wanted to pick this one up. And this is also a JSA release. This is Ted Bundy. Very reminiscent of, like, this cover, very reminiscent of American Psycho. This is also limited to 5,000, and this is 4,959, so a little bit higher than Red Surf. And so there we go. This came out in 2002. This is probably around the time that they were releasing a bunch of those like serial killer movies. So there was like the Ed Gein one. There was the Jeffrey Dahmer one with the guy from Marvel. I can't think of his name right now. Then I picked up the films of Enrique Gomez Vadello? Not quite sure how to say that. So we've got Death on the Beach, Savage Summer, and Johnny Chicano. These sounded very interesting. They came out in 1980, 1981, and 1999. And I was like, you know, we'll check this one out. I am kind of interested to see what this is. And like I said, I like adding foreign films to my film collection. Then the last one that I picked up is a partner label, and this is from Yellow Veil Pictures, and this is a Foxhole. We got that. And this came out in 2021, so pretty recent. And Andy Magic is really the only name that I know from the cast that it says, but this has an interesting concept. The premise is unfolding over the span of 36 hours in 3 separate wars: the American Civil War, World War I, and Iraq. The director's second feature follows a small group of soldiers trapped in a confined space as they grapple with mortality, futility, and an increasingly volatile combat situation. And I thought that just sounded very interesting, and I wanted to check this out. So that is it for my Vinegar Syndrome 2024 Summer Subscriber Week haul. If you missed the subscriber week, There is usually one in January, and then there's one in July to coincide with the beginning of the year to get a subscription for the entire year. If you want to subscribe to the Vinegar Syndrome thing and get all of them, it's very expensive, so keep that in mind. If you are, maybe start saving now. And then there's the one for the halfway through the year, so then you can still get a halfway subscriber. But let me know what you think of what I picked up in this haul. Let me know which ones you would recommend I watch first. And then remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye.